And if proof were needed that Prince Harry's Woe Is Me act has bored the world to death, look no further than the hotel rooms and sunbeds of foreign holiday resorts. So this is hilarious. Tour operator on the beach has revealed that more than 100 copies of his tell-all memoir, Spare, have been left abandoned at hotels across Spain, Turkey and Greece, leaving the firm struggling to give them away. Company boss Zoe Harris said her team had, quote, never witnessed anything quite like it, and it follows a rough few months for the Sussexes, not least after being dumped from their £20 million Spotify deal, called effing grifters by a top exec, and reports yesterday they are sailing towards financial turmoil and living in hell in Montecito. So what do you think? Does this prove Prince Harry's efforts to win over the public have failed? Dan at gbnews.com voted our poll at GB News on Twitter. The results shortly. But doing battle on this now, broadcaster, supporter of Harry and Meghan, Nina Mishkov, and the socialite and royal expert, Lady Victoria Hervey. So, Lady V, what does this suggest? That people are like, oh, God, I'm going to have to give this a go, but they have no interest in actually taking the book with them? Because apparently it's dumped more than any other book in the world. So.
Right. Yeah, I mean, look, it had a lot of sales, but it's the highest dumped book as well. I think, you know, people were just sick of hearing about him complaining and whining and just being so spoiled. But also, look, they might have read it and then they might have, like, got halfway through and just decided they're dumping it because they just don't want to carry it back, right, to wherever they live. They've just left it for the next person.
Nina, this was quite telling, wasn't it?
No, absolutely not. You're misinterpreting this. I mean, if you're lying around a pool and you see all these other copies being read, you know you're reading the book of the summer.
You've got yours right there.
Oh, you've got it with you.
So you never dumped it?
No, of course. Why? Well, I didn't read it on holiday. I don't take hardbacks on holiday. And the reason for that in Victoria, because you probably go in private jets, but if you go on EasyJet, if you go on EasyJet or Ryanair or any or TUI or any of the ones you go to, your hand luggage
this is heavy.
Is 10 kilos.
Yeah.
This is over 1.5 pounds.
Right.
You're not going to take a hardback. So if you do make the effort, you buy it at the airport so that it's not part of your luggage. You take it.
And so you think it's a planned thing? Okay, but look, there's a broader point here, Lady V, which is that things just don't seem to be working out.
Look, I think their luck is just running out at this point, and people are just seeing through him and them as a couple, and they don't want to be part of it anymore.
The thing is,
don't you think?
You're talking about, you want to broaden out, but we are talking about the book. The book is currently at number 8 in the New York Times bestseller list. It's been there for 27 weeks. If you go on the Amazon website, bestsellers of the year.
Or maybe
number 1 is Spare. If you look,
but maybe they're just like realising they just don't need to buy more copies because copies are everywhere, right? Already.
When people go on holiday, they buy a book at the airport.
But if it's
this isn't about the book.
But if it's a book that you really love, like when I get a book and I really love it, even if it's a big book and I'm on holiday, if I really love that book, I will fly back.
I will take back. But lots of people.
So they just basically abandon them, right?
But Lady V, isn't there a bigger point here, which is that there seems to be a waning influence? The New York Post's page 6, which is very tapped in, actually, to Harry and Meghan, reporting that actually their life is a living hell in Montecito because they're so concerned about how they can pay.
Look, I've been to Montecito a couple of times, and it is boring. There's nothing to do. There's that one main road. I don't know if you've both been. There's this one road with a few restaurants
on. It's delightful.
There's a road with a few restaurants on, and then that road literally goes onto a highway. Like, there's nothing there.
Yes, but you could say there's nothing there at Sandringham.
No, but it's not pretty. Like, people imagine that it's pretty. It's not pretty.
No, never. Santa Barbara is beautiful. I love Santa Barbara. And
but isn't the issue that I've lost all of these big contracts and now they're struggling to see how they can maintain
they've lost
this
Spotify,
lifestyle.
but then so did the Obamas, and the Obamas are hardly struggling, are they? No, they are living a happy life.
Well, the one place that they were hanging out in LA, they actually, like I heard from people in LA, that they actually got barred.
What happened?
Well, the private members club where they organised to have paparazzi outside in West Hollywood, they're not allowed to go back.
Really? Sorry, a private members club banned Harry and Meghan because they secretly asked for paparazzi?
Yeah, because
they secretly asked? Are you sure?
It's the one that they
That's
would go to. No. I know people in LA. Like, I've lived there for a long time. It's not. It's true.
Lady V's sources?
Yes, I do.
OK, well, let's try and
look. This
find
is a very tenuous story. It's a private members club.
No, they don't like. The other people there do not like paparazzi.
Well,
right?
Don't
so they brought paparazzi with them. They would do set-up shots.
The fact that they would bring paparazzi, they load the paparazzi.
They don't. They do set-up shots all the time.
But Nina, lots of people have been saying that Meghan has set up a lot of.
What
shots.
about that fake story? What about the fake story with the driving in the car? That was
not a fake story. That was not a fake story.
Fantasy car chase.
The fantasy car chase. You think that was real?
Where it's impossible to get above, 10 miles per hour.
In certain places, you can. In Riverside, you can get up speed.
You're very loyal. So no way, Nina.
Loyal defender.
No, absolutely not. The thing is, how much influence do they want? I think they are leading a happy
San
life.
Vicente Bungalows. Sorry, I've just remembered the name.
Everything is quietly
What's the
down.
name?
San Vicente Bungalows. So you should try and reach out to them and say, is this a truth?
OK, little scoop there from Lady Victoria Hervey. Thank you to Nina Mishkov. Who do you agree with?